All right, so when you get to this rotor, in order to be able to remove it from the hub, they have this star pattern bolt right here, and it's hard to remove it with just a Phillips screwdriver. So you would need one of these tools here. Okay, just showing you the different variations you could purchase or borrow. Okay, and what it does is when you insert it to the star right here and you smack it with a hammer like this, it shocks that bolt and twists at the same time, breaking it loose. If you don't have this tool, it's going to make it very hard. You can remove it. I have done it with just a screwdriver and a hammer. You have a hard time doing it. If it does strip, you will have to drill it out, and that's not a big deal. You just drill it out. But this tool is very handy. All right, you're going to want to use safety glasses. You have a hammer, you're holding it sturdy on there, and you're just going to smack the end of it just like that. And look, it's broken loose now. See that? Sometimes you might have to hit it 2 or 3 times, but depending on your luck, really, and how corroded this is, it'll be very easy or it's going to fight you. Okay. Now you're going to use a C-clamp, and what the C-clamp is for is I'm going to compress this caliper in because I want that piston to retract all the way into the caliper. Okay, so I'm going to wedge it here where the pad is, and I'm going to find someplace flat in the back. Okay, making sure I'm not pinching any hoses, and I'm going to start compressing. You can see it coming forward. Okay, and I'm going to just keep going until it stops. Okay, you see it's loose. Look at all that play. Okay, that's good. Then you're going to grab your 12 mil. Okay, and you're going to loosen the top bolt. If you could break it loose. Okay, and you're going to loosen the bottom one. All right, so just like that, it comes off. You're going to set it back there. You're going to remove the pads. Okay, one, here's the other. Okay, pay attention. The metal part sits in the back. This is the indicator that lets you know, hey, it's time for brakes, stupid. So now I'm using a 17 mil. Okay, and we got to break it loose. There's a bolt right here in the back. Okay, I did the top one, now I'm doing the bottom one. Okay, gonna break that one loose as well. Okay, all right, she's out. Okay, push the rotor out. All right, so before you install the rotor, you're gonna want to compare the size. Okay, you're gonna want to compare the thickness, and you're going to want to compare the lug pattern to make sure the guy at AutoZone, Napa, wherever you got these from, he doesn't suck and didn't give you the wrong parts, because they do that a lot. This part is very important, guys. Whenever you purchase these rotors, they're full of oil. They have lubrication so they don't rust in the store until you get them. So you're going to want to spray all this. With brake cleaner, you could use soap and water as well, but I like to use brake cleaner. I'm gonna spray the outside of the rotor, and since these have rear emergency brakes, you're gonna spray the inside as well of this part here, just like that. Okay, you're removing the oils from the rotor, because you don't want to contaminate your brake pads. Okay. So On this next part, I'm going to be using this wire brush. I'm going to be cleaning out the hardware. Now, you can use this hardware that it comes with the kit, okay? There's nothing wrong with this hardware. I personally don't like to use it because this is already molded into the bracket right here, okay? And it always seems to hold better, okay, when it's been on there for a while. Versus this, it's going to fit very loose. You're going to have to clamp it down, and you're going to have to work with it. You can put all new hardware. There's nothing wrong with that. I like to clean and just lube it up, okay? Then you're going to use some caliper lube, okay? You're going to lube up the hardware. This is where your brake pads are going to sit. They float right in here, okay? The brake pads, they sit right in there. Just like that. They go in those brackets. So you're going to want to lube this up. Just like that. You don't have to go too crazy, just enough in there for it to last the lifespan of the brake pads, okay? So this next part, right here, these float in the caliper. You're gonna wanna pull them off, okay? Pull one off at a time, okay? You're gonna wipe off the lube that it has on there. Gonna wipe it clean. You're going to add new lubrication on it, just like that, okay? It's very important to service this, guys. There's a lot of people not doing this. Just like that, you install it back, put the boot back on. You can see how it moves back and forth. That's a good sign, okay? If you ever get these and they're seized, it's time to replace either the whole thing, or if you could get it unstuck, that's great, but always address this. This is very important. Alright, so on this next part is on the actual caliper itself. We're going to be lubing this part right here. This pushes against the pad, and this part as well. The pad sits on this, okay? The flat part. You're going to want to lube that up, okay? So on the next part, I'm gonna apply a little bit, just a little bit of Loctite on these bolts. This is for the caliper bracket, okay? Just like that. I'm gonna grab my caliper bracket, okay? Everything's nice and lubed. This part right here, where you bolt it on, faces in towards the rotor, okay? Very important to pay attention to how everything comes apart, because you got to put everything back together, guys. Just like that. Now I'm going to tighten everything back on. So on this next part, you're going to insert the pad right on the bracket, just like this, okay? You're going to put this part facing the rotor. You're going to press it in, just like that, and twist, okay? You're going to do the same thing with the back one. You're going to do the inside part first, move whatever bracket you need to move out of the way, and just insert it, just like that. Very simple. You're going to put the caliper back on, okay? Now this part, you're going to see those little sliders. You're just going to push those in, just like that, okay? And then you could assemble everything back. Just put the 2 bolts and you're done. That's it.